Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Smashworks 17, we welcome you to Lady Dawn's High School softball action. I'm your host, Kyle Breathwaite, along with my man, Pat Sorensen. Pat, it's going to be a great afternoon. It's first round of the playoffs today. What do the Dons need to look for today as we start this first playoff game?
Well, I think they need to, first of all, come with some good pitching, which they've had all year from Cambry Hazel. They got beat up a little bit against Springville with the bunt in the top of the sixth. We were 1-0 and end up. So I know they've worked on some bunt defense, and then they've got to get more hits against Jensen from Springville. They struggled to rise ball. I don't think we're going to see this as good a pitching today, but should be a good game if they can keep the errors under and get a few hits.
You know, you talk about Hazel being on the mound. Hazel's been on the mound all year, and they've kind of really depended upon her. Today, I think, again, Hazel has to have a great day on the mound, but also I think it's got to come from your defense. I think, they'll get the runs, but I think the defense has got to come through and make some big plays.
Yep, Cambry takes that first one for a called strike. Swung on, fouled off, 0-2. Cambry, just a sophomore, the leading ratio in the state as far as amount of batters to strikeouts. Fouled off again, over into the field.
Again, Hazel taking her time, but gets her with a couple and needs to blow this one past her right here, Pat.
Comes the pitch, outside, 1-2 to Turner Dorn. Kind of a tough one to pronounce, Kyle.
Yeah, they've got a couple weird names up there today.
Pitch, fouled off again. It's a fourth foul ball. Still 1-2. Defensively, the Dons will start with Whit Perkins behind the plate. Kenzie Branch at third base, Shy Pratt at short. Kaylee Bott at second base, Kate Bean at first. Just inside. Pretty good pitch, Kyle.
Pretty close. Sometimes you get that call, but again, it's early in the game.
The pitch, high, full count. The outfield will be anchored by senior Danny Perkins, Shiloh Daly in left, and Peyton Sorensen in right. Here comes the payoff pitch. Hit to Bott. Bott fields it, throws it to Bean for the first out.
Nice job there by the girls. Nice job there by Cambria. She didn't get too nervous. Just threw a nice ground ball, and she's going to have to let the defense work for her, I think, a little bit today as they're able to get that out.
Yeah, she shows a lot of poise for just a sophomore. Most teams are going to hate to face her for the next couple of years, so. Coming to bat, B. Carroll, number 1. Here's a pitch. Fouled off. It's always important to work ahead.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that's going to be important for Cambria today. Again, she wants to always stay ahead of the count and, again, let her defense work for her.
Gets a second strike on a rise ball. Gets her swinging. Carroll goes down 0-2. She's got a lot of different pitches, too. She's actually taught by Garrett Hone, mentored through the years. Cambry gets her first K.
You talk about Coach Hone again. Coach Hone is their head coach up there at Corner Canyon. So it's a nice little thing to see him come back to Spanish Fork, bring his softball team down here today. But hopefully we get the upper hand at the end of the ball game.
Comes a pitch. Driven, Branch calls for it, and we're out. So Corner Canyon goes down on 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no runs, no errors.
Well, Pat, as we get back to action here, start the first inning again. We want to thank our key sponsor of today's ball game. That's the Car Guys. You can find them at 872 North Main, right here in Spanish Fork. Stop in and see Randy or Calvin. They'll give you a great deal on a great vehicle, and again, they've been a great supporter of Spanish Fork 17 all year long, and we're grateful to have them as one of our key sponsors in today's ball game.
Dons will bring Shai Dowley, left-hander, up to bat. Dowley's led off all year for us. Good hitter, good bunter, likes it from that left side. Bunt's high, I have a collision.
Again, one most important thing there, you got to have a little communication to make sure you don't have a collision like that. But also, you know, it's too bad on Dowley's part. You know, she got the big end up and she popped that ball up instead of getting it down. But
yeah.
That's going to bring up one out for the Lady Dons. While we have a quick break while they check on her. We want to thank our other key sponsor of today's ball game, and that's MVP Sports. For all your sporting goods and athletic and shoe needs, stop and see the guys at MVP Sports.
That's high, I have a collision.
Great, and they'll work with you in any way possible. And work.
Can you guess the sound?
At the conclusion of today's ball game, Pat, we will choose an MVP player of the game.
Sounds good, Kyle. Yeah, the MVP and Car Source has been sponsoring for as long as I can remember. Looks like she's okay. She's up. Little limp. Brings up to bat Danny Perkins, switch hitter, center fielder, senior. They play at Salt Lake Community College when she's done. Comes a pitch. Perkins gets to the, it's out. Ground ball to shortstop.
So it looks like, Pat, you know, two batters into it. Looks like they're playing a little small ball right there, you know, trying to get a little bunt, a little slash and run right there by Danny, and just knock it right to him with 2 outs.
Yep. Kaylee Bott takes the first cut, fouls it off over into foul territory. Bott, also a senior, second base. She'll also continue at Salt Lake Community College when she's done. Comes a pitch, down and away, 1-1. Comes a pitch to Bott, driven on up middle for a single. Bott's pretty quick, bobbled by the right fielder, and Bott's gonna quickly take second. Sometimes that extra base.
Nice heads up play there by Bott as she looked and she rounded and she noticed the little bit of bobble in it, and she didn't hesitate. Good heads up as she gets into there to second base safely.
Brings up number 4 hitter Taylor Miller, designated player. Takes first pitch down for a ball. Two down, here comes the pitch. Pitch is up. One and one to Miller. Excuse me, 0-2 or 2-0 to Miller. 3-0 to Miller.
So 3-0 count right here to Miller, Pat. You got to be selective, and you know, I'm sure Coach Andrews will give her a take sign right here because you got to have a base runner on with a 3-0 count.
I think you're right. Here's the pitch. Right down the pipe for the called strike.
You got that person in scoring position right here, so you want to definitely get that through the infield.
Miller
She hits that
ball.
one deep. It could be out of here.
Caught by the center
right
fielder.
to the warning track. Nice job there by the center fielder, right at the track, as she's able to come down with it.
So the one hit, no errors and no runs, go to the top of the second, 0-0. Go to the top of the second. We're back, Kyle.
As we head back to action right here, Pat, again, Cambria just still needs to continue throwing strikes and let the defense work for her right here. Definitely got to get off early in the count, like she did right there, leading off with a strike to their number 4 hitter.
Arthur. Comes the pitch from Cambry. Swung on, fouled off. Cambry quickly gets her 0-2.
You know, Pat, a lot of times you get that first out and get those pitches, you know, brings a lot of confidence to your team. I'm sure both teams still have a little bit of jitters because it is a first game of the playoffs, and so you always have a kind of like the first game of the season jitters a little bit, but hopefully everyone settles down and starts playing their game as that's popped up.
Kaylee Botkamp's under it, makes a play for 2 out. Or first out, excuse me. Getting ahead of myself, Kyle.
Yep, we only got one out settles there. Down and first starts playing their game as that's popped up.
Kaylee Botkamp's under it. Up number 4 today. Short 2 out.
She hits in the number 5 spot, so you think if Corner Canyon needs to make some noise, they're going to make it with right here in the middle of their lineup, right here.
Comes a pitch. Fouled off over to the right side. Oh, 2 to Arthur. Cambry comes the pitch. Grounded to Bott. Bott fields it, throws it to Bean. That's it. Second out.
That's a good way to start the inning. You got 2 up, 2 down. It's a great way to keep things rolling, especially as they don't get anyone on yet.
Grounded to Bott. Bott fields it, throws it to Bean. That's it. Barrows. Number 33. Comes a pitch from Hazel. Strike.
Good pitch there by Cambria, a little bit on the inside corner, but a great pitcher's pitch right there. She's able to get that win. Puts a count to 1-1 now.
Fouled off. 1-2 to Barrows.
So with 1-2 count, you don't want to give her anything too good. See if she makes her try and chase one right here.
Pitch fouled off. comes the pitch. Driven to center. Danny Perkins camps under it. Dons get out with no hits, or the Corner Canyon no hits, no runs, no errors. We go to the bottom of 2. Leading off will be Shy K. Pratt, shortstop.
We'll be back with more softball action right after these messages.
We're back. Pratt's coming to bat. Pratt, a senior shortstop. She'll also continue at Salt Lake Community College. Takes the first pitch for a changeup. For a called strike. Pretty windy today. I didn't know we were going to get this kind of wind.
Yeah, every time it seems like you play a game in Spanish Fork, Pat, you should know this by now. You always get that canyon breeze that comes out at us.
Yeah, down the canyon in the morning and up the canyon in the afternoon.
Yep. That pitch is fouled out of play to Pratt.
Pratt goes down 0-2. Comes a pitch for number 12, Arthur. In the dirt. 1-2 to Pratt. Comes the pitch. High.
Good job by Pratt to lay off that as gets away from the catcher right there. I believe the count's evened up now at 2-2.
Arthur with the pitch. Pratt drives one to right field. That's going to be extra bases. Pratt holds up at a double. So the Dons have one scoring position, Kyle.
You know, that's a great way to
right field.
Start off.
That's going to be extra bases.
Right here with your leadoff hitter getting in scoring position in second
Pratt
base.
holds up at a double.
So that gives you a lot of options to play with right here to get her over to third and try and get her in.
Comes a pitch from Arthur to Bean. Bean takes the first pitch up.
And she did square around a little bit. She's going to try and play with them a little bit right here.
Coach Andrews not afraid to use the bunt. Second pitch up.
Again, they're going to make sure they throw a strike right here with a 2-0 count.
Kate Bean, pitcher of first base. She's headed to Garden City, Kansas when she's done. Comes the bunt, or pitch, the bunt's down. Play to first for a sacrifice bunt. Pratt moves to third.
Great job there by Bean. She's able to get the sacrifice, but she's able to get
Garden
that
City,
runner
Kansas when she's done.
right at
Comes
third
bunt,
base in scoring
or
position
pitch,
right
the bunt's
here.
down.
So now you just got to get that
Play to first
hit. Make sure you
for
get
a
it out of the
sacrifice
infield.
bunt.
So you
Pratt
get
moves
that
to
runner in
third.
right here. So great job there by Bean.
Catcher number 10, Whit Perkins, coming to the plate. She'll continue at Snow College when she's done. Whit takes the first pitch. Goes it up.
One thing you don't want to happen right
Catcher.
there. But no one's there. And I believe she
Safe.
got under it because nobody was there. So great heads up play. Kind of a scary play.
Boy, great hustle play by Pratt. Catcher caught the ball at the fence and nobody covered home. Pratt tagged up and took off. That could have went either way there.
Yeah, she kind of got a little lucky on that one.
Yeah, I actually think she dropped the ball when Pratt slid in there. It's hard to tell from her vantage point.
Yeah.
Great hustle by Pratt, though, to get that first run across as the Dons take an early lead.
You know, and looks like Coach Owen, he was going to go argue that call a little bit, but doesn't matter what you do, they generally don't change it. So Lady Dons on the scoreboard first with that run across. Coming to the plate is Branch.
Branch, third baseman, junior, takes the first cut. It's the third baseman. out of the inning. So Dons get one hit and sack, bunt, and get one run. So Branch, third baseman, junior, takes
So
first cut.
after
It's
two complete,
third
it's
baseman.
Lady Dons 1.
Out of the inning. So
Kenyon Corner 0. We'll
Dons-
be back with more great softball action right after these messages. As we get ready to head to the top of the third, we got the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up, Pat, as we head to the top of the third for Corner Canyon.
bring up Healy, number 5. She digs in against Hazel. Hazel gets her swing with the first one.
Good selection so far by Cambria. She's able to mix it up and keep them off balance. Blows that one right past her.
Swing and a miss.
It's definitely one thing you want to do as a pitcher. You definitely want to get ahead in the count and always get that first out of every inning.
Comes the pitch by Hazel. It's down.
Tried to get her to chase that one a little bit. Went kind of sucker for that one.
Pitch by Hazel.
Pitch is out and away. Counts 2-2 now. You don't want to give her anything too good, but she hasn't been close in the first couple swings, but you don't want to give her anything good right here.
Pitch by Hazel. Another K by Hazel. First out of the top of the third. So Basinger, that'll bring up number 28. Steps in. Hits by Cambry. Hit. Danny fades out, catches it in center field for the second out.
Good job there by Danny. Just because I had the camera right here, I thought it was going to be a little bit more in the gap, but nice job there by Danny. She's right there in the right place, right time for 2 outs.
Danny fades out,
Brings up
catches
the number
it
9
in center
hitter,
field
Edwards.
for the second out. Number 44. First pitch, a little chin music there.
It's definitely what you don't want to do. You don't want to put the number 9 hitter on with a easy shot like that.
Little up on.
And looks like they got her on that one.
So hit by pitch will put the number 9 hitter on.
Now it looks like Don's going to argue the call that there was no intention of getting out of the box at all or out of the way of the pitch. They do have to make some intent if they can to try and forgo, and both umpires talked about it and they agree that it was something that probably couldn't be avoided, so they put her on at first base. Now Don's going to go have one more conversation, and we'll see what happens. But the call won't change, so we will have a runner on first base. Again, we want to thank Spanish Fork 17 for bringing you the coverage of today's first round of the 4A softball playoffs right here in wonderful Spanish Fork.
Brings up the leadoff hitter again. Number 6, Turner down.
She grounded out her first time up. Again, that one's a little inside, so Cambria just needs to settle down right here, as she had kind of a couple, not necessarily wild pitches, but not good pitches.
Comes the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, fouled out.
That's going to be out of play. So now you just need to blow one past them right here.
1-1. Turner down. It's a pitch. Gonna go in for a single in the center field.
Good job there by Danny. She's able to get it in quick. Keep him only at one base.
That'll move Edwards to second. It's a pitch. Turner down will be on first with that first. Gonna go in for a single in the center field. Brings up the
good job there by Danny. She's able to get it in quick. Keep him only at one base. She struck out last time.
Well, let's hopefully get her again then.
So hopefully we can get her right here. Again, got runners first and second for Corner Canyon. 2 outs. Cambria just needs to settle down. Throw us a strike right here.
Swung
that one's up the middle.
She's gonna try and go for, nope, Perkins holds it.
Nice job there by Danny.
Keeps the run from scoring.
As Carol gets one up the middle, but nice job there by Danny. She's able to get the ball in. But that's gonna load the bases for Corner Canyon as they're trying to make a threat, make a statement right here. Got the number 3 hitter, Gates, coming to the plate. She popped up her first time out.
So here's the pitch, bases loaded. Hit to Pratt. Pratt goes to Branch for the 3rd out. Well, that was lucky, Kyle. We got out of that one.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a scary moment right there, Pat, as they strand 3 runners with 2 hits, and but after 2.5, the score remains Lady Dons 1, Corner Canyon 0. We'll be back with more softball action right after these messages.
We're back, going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Bring up number 1, right fielder Peyton Sorensen. Dons need to get a few runs going. 1-0's a little close.
Yeah, it really is. You know, I don't really feel comfortable with just 1 run right here. As we go into the bottom 3rd, Peyton's going to lead it off, the number 9 hitter for the Lady Dons.
Comes the pitch. High. Peyton, a junior right fielder. Comes the pitch. Works and swings and misses.
A little bit behind that one, Pat, is she needs to be a little bit quicker with her bat right there. So 1-1 count there to Peyton.
Ball in the dirt. 2-1 count. Arthur comes with the pitch. High. 3-1. Good count to hit.
Yeah, it's definitely selective right here. She wants to make sure it's right there with the 3-1 count.
Arthur comes with the pitch. Swung on foul.
Now that makes a full count, 3-2. So you've got to make sure it's right there. If it's right there in the zone, you need to drive it somewhere right here. Always got to have that first leadoff runner.
Comes the payoff pitch. Foul off. Sorensen hangs in there. Still full. Wind kicking up, as you can tell.
Oh yes, and those clouds are moving in, so I hope we get this game over with before it rains.
Here comes the pitch. Driven over at second base. Oh, second base makes a good play. Basket catch behind her for the 1st out. One down. Brings up the leadoff hitter, Shy Dowley, left fielder.
Shy popped up to the catcher that caught it almost right off the fence the first time up.
Dowey stands in. Pitch is outside for ball one. Dowey showing bunt. Maybe she's going to pull back and slash. She does. Takes that the other way.
Nice job. She gets that one up the middle. Gets it through the hole right there.
So Dowey off the single. Bring up number 23, Danny Perkins, center fielder again. One down.
Danny hit a little short one as she hits from the left side again to the third baseman her first time up.
Up high for ball one. Perkins.
You can tell she was going to bunt that one all the way. She definitely got that bat around.
Yeah, she's been really effective this year with from that left side. Switch turned around this year and it's been doing really well from swinging a foul ball. 1-1 to Perkins. Comes the pitch from Arthur.
And she goes
Perkins gets that one down. Throws a wild error. That's going to score Dowey. And Perkins will go to third, depending on how they rule that. They're going to go with the ground rule double.
Yeah, I think they're only going to give her the one base. So the question is,
yep,
where will they put Dowey at third, or are they going to let her come in? That is the question. Ginwell, we take this.
He does move him back.
Yep, they're going to move him back to
third. That's a tough one because it's where they were at when the ball went out. Is where
correct.
The rule is.
Yep. But that puts runner second and third for the Lady Dons with one out and Bott coming to the plate.
Bott takes the first pitch high. So Danny Perkins on with an error. Runners at second, third, one down. 1-0 count to Bott. Comes the pitch. Bott takes it to the second baseman. Second baseman's going to look. Fires to the safe bet at first base. He's going to score Dowey. So the Dons take a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, they're able to get that run in, even though they did get an out right there. So great job there, you know, to get that run across with Miller coming to the plate now.
First pitch to Miller, high. Perkins at third, Danny Perkins at third base. Two down. Miller steps in, open stance. Comes the pitch from Arthur. Driven. It's high to us. Center fielder number 6. Soccer player that Coach Hone has turned into a pretty good center fielder, looks like.
Yep. But in the bottom of the third, Pat, Lady Dons come up with a run off one hit with one error, and they leave one. And after 3 complete, it's Lady Dons 2 and Corner Canyon 1. We'll be back with more softball action right here on Smashworks 17.
We're back. Corner Canyon will bring the pitcher, number 4 hitter, Arthur, to the plate. Comes the pitch from Cambry. Swung on and missed.
Again, Cambria Hazel still on the mound for the Lady Dons and throwing it pretty well as she blows that one right past her.
Ball low. Starting to get a raindrop or two. The 1-1 to Arthur. Comes Hazel with the pitch. Swung on and fouled off. 1-2. Comes a pitch from Hazel. Change up, down. Goes to 2-2. Camby comes a pitch. Swung on.
That could be trouble, Pat. Nope, it's going to stay in.
Perkins camps under it and makes a great catch. So Arthur flies out to Perkins for the first out. Brings up Dell.
You know, those fences seem like they're a lot shorter from the days we used to play. So a hit to me, it looks like it might be out of here. But good job there by Danny as she's able to camp right under it.
First pitch to Dell is a strike. Swinging. Yeah, Danny doesn't let too much drop out here. Down for a ball. Comes the pitch from Hazel. Swung on. 1-2 to Dale. Comes the pitch outside.
Not a bad pitch right there. She is able to toss it a little bit on the outside. Tried to get her to look at something right there.
So 2-2 to Dale. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball. Over the first base dugout. Looks like she's a little late getting there on the swing.
Yeah, her swing, she's a little bit behind it, so she's got to be a lot quicker to stay up with Cambria right here.
Ooh. Ball inside, a little down maybe.
Yeah, it's a little, just a hair low and inside, so Cambria's got to place it just a little bit better right here and sit her down.
Comes the payoff pitch. Struck her out on that inside corner. For the second out, brings up Barrows. Comes the pitch from Hazel. Right down the pipe for a strike. Cambria quickly jumps out, and how key that is to get that first strike and let you free up some of your pitches.
Yeah, great job there by Hazel to get it ahead in the count early.
It's a pitch. Whitfret makes a good frame on that, I thought, and got that call.
Yeah, that was a good frame.
Yeah, that was
nice,
a great frame.
Nice call right there. Now sit her down right here.
So Barrows quickly goes down 0-2. 2 out. Nothing too good here. Fouls it off on a pitch that's up and in a little bit. Comes the pitch from Hazel. Swung on. Right fielder coming in. Camps under it. Sorensen makes a catch for the third out.
Nice job there by Sorensen, able to come in and camp under it to get that out. So here in the fourth for Corner Canyon, they go 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no runs, no errors, and nobody left. We're through 3.5. And after 3.5, it's Lady Dons 2, Corner Canyon 0. We'll be back with more softball action right after these messages.
Okay, we're back. Shortstop, Shy K steps in for first pitch up for a ball. Comes the pitch from Arthur. Pratt lays down a bunt. Arthur fields it, throws it down. Pratt beats it out.
Just really slow get to the ball, and Pratt doesn't waste any time as she gets down there with an infield single to start off for the Lady Dons.
Brings first baseman Kate Bean up. Bean stands in. Comes a pitch from Arthur. Shows bunt. Slashes, goes. Got the first, got Shay K at second base, but I think Bean made it in for on the fielder's choice. Brings up number 10, the catcher, Whit Perkins. In the first inning, I'd actually called that actually a sacrifice because Pratt scored on that, and I apologize. First pitch is up.
So Whit, her first time up, popped out.
But Pratt scored from third, so it was a sacrifice,
Right.
Correct?
Correct.
It's a pitch. Whit takes a cut. 1-1 to Perkins. Comes the pitch. Outside. Oh,
Called it on the outside corner, it looks like, as he raised his arm on that one, Pat.
wow.
Looked a little bit outside for me.
Caught outside of the catcher's right leg. That's a tough pitch to. Whit
Nice
swings.
job there by Whit as she's able to foul that one off and stay strong up there. Keeping things alive with 2 strikes.
1-2 to Whit. Comes a pitch from Arthur. She fouls that one up. Off into left field. So Whit having a good at bat. Bean still at first base. Whit digs in. Comes a pitch from Arthur. Down. So we'll go to 22.
Nice job there by Whit as she's able to hold back on that one as it's down and away.
Comes a pitch by Arthur. Whit hits it up the middle. Past the second baseman, diving for a single.
So nice job there by Whit as it's able to just roll up through the middle, and that's going to put runners first and second for the Lady Dons. With Branch coming to the plate. Popped out her first time up.
Here comes the pitch to Branch. Stands in. Branch takes that one. Hits up. Shortstop calls it. Infield fly for an out. That'll be our second out of the inning. Brings up right fielder Peyton Sorensen. Peyton flew out last time to second baseman. Going into right field. Takes first pitch up for a ball.
First pitch is up and away to Peyton. So again, runners first and second. You got 2 outs, so you want to make sure you find your pitch right here.
Comes the pitch to Sorensen. Down. 2-0 to Sorensen. So 2 on, 2 down, 2-0 pitch. Out and away, 3-0. Should be taken all the way here.
Yeah, 3-0 count. She ought to just be holding her bat right here.
Shows a bunt. First.
Strike right down the middle, about belt high right there.
Yeah, that's the one you want to pound there.
Yep.
So
But time and time again, that's what they've been taught is 3-0 count.
So 3-1 to Sorensen. Swing. 3-2.
Probably would have let that one go. That was up about the letters. So she's got to really guard it. Anything close right here, put in play.
Hard hit. Peyton's going to end up at a second. Witt goes to third and scores Bean. So on a full count, good pitch, and she hits that, pulls that down the third base line for an RBI to put the Dons up 3-0. Brings up Shy Dowie.
And they'll have a runner.
Gabby, number 17, will come in to run for the catcher. So Sorensen with the clutch hit and give us an RBI. Here comes the pitch. Dowie goes to the shortstop. Dowie's going to be there.
Not even close.
Scoring Witt. Sorensen's going to try for home. She's in safe at home. And hustling Dowie.
Everybody's safe.
You know what? There's some good base running on that one. Kind of froze right there, and the shortstop looked back and took just enough time to make not a very good throw. And then good hustle gets 2 RBIs in. It's like Hone's going to head to the mound.
You know, she actually probably got an infield hit on that. She probably beat that out. But we're going to give her a hit and an error because she beat the throw out, but the error puts her at second base.
Yeah, that's probably a good call, Kyle.
So, again, while Coach Hone goes out and talks with his troops out there, again, we want to thank our sponsors of today's ball game. We want to thank the car guys in need of a new or used vehicle. Stop in and see Randy and Kevin. They'll give you a great deal on a great vehicle. 872 North Main, 794-0077. And again, at the conclusion of today's ball game, we will choose an MVP player of the game. We would like to thank MVP Sports for sponsoring our player of the game. And we want to thank Smashworks 17 for bringing you the coverage of today's high school Lady Dawn softball.
So it looks like Hone's just going to talk to her, leaves Arthur in the game to face center fielder Danny Perkins. Shy Dowie on second base. Perkins tries to lay down a bunt. Fouls it off.
Well, Pat, with those last couple plays, Lady Dons have a little bit more breathing room now as they got a couple more runs on the board right here. And now it looks like Danny's going to switch around to the right side.
Yeah, that's... Takes a ball up. So 2-0 to Perkins. Or excuse me, did have 1 strike on her. My bad. Danny takes that one, goes to right field.
Right to the wall.
He's going to score Dowie. Danny's going to try and get to third.
Go for 3.
She called her out, but looks like he's going to call us to drop the ball. He was very delayed on that call.
Either way, you've still got a run that came across right there in Dally.
Dawn arguing, but she has a good point. The ball was out on the ground. Boy, it's sad when they take a play like that away.
Yeah.
That was clearly on the ground, as you'll see. Plus, not to mention, Kyle, in my opinion, she was safe.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there to lose out on. But Lady Dawn's come up pretty big in the bottom of the fourth as they come up with 4 big runs, and after 4 complete, it's Lady Dawn 6 and Corner Canyon 0. We'll be back with more softball action right after these messages.
We are going to the top of 5, right?
Top of 5.
So we're at top of 5. Hold on, my papers just blew away. So who you got up, Kyle?
Well, let's look. I think we are at Healy.
So Healy will lead off the 5th. Which I apologize, my papers blew about halfway down to the other ballpark. Comes a pitch from Hazel. Swung on strike. So quickly she goes, Hazel jumps up on her 0-2, Kyle.
Yeah, nice job there by Hazel again. We've been talking about it. You always want to get that leadoff hitter every inning.
In the dirt.
A little alone in the dirt.
Not a bad 0-2. Maybe bring it up just a little bit, but get her to chase. But
the only thing about getting her to chase that, Whit's got to keep everything in front, make sure she squeezes everything right here.
Comes the pitch from Hazel. Swung on.
And blows that one past her.
So Healy goes down on a K swinging.
Basinger's only been up once, and she flew out to Danny.
So here comes the pitch to Basinger. Strike
Good
on that
pitch
inside.
right there.
That's a great pitch. We haven't got that same call, or we've only got that one other time on that inside. Cambry's always good to spot her pitches up pretty sharp. Swung on, come back, hit the fence. Gonna go for long single. There's a hustling
Good
Perkins.
job there by Danny. She's able to get it in quick.
That ball was hit well, Kyle. There's no
Yeah,
chance of Perkins to get that. So single by Basinger.
Brings up the number 9 hitter for Corner Canyon.
Edwards lefty, stands in there. Tries to go the opposite way, foul ball. So 1 down, 1 out, 1 on. Number 9 hitter. Like to see a nice 1 bounce for a double play here.
Nice swing and a miss right there. She wasn't even actually too close on that one, so Cambria can throw a good selective pitch right here.
Here comes the pitch. Fouled off again over the Corner Canyon dugout. So Cambria working hard. Here comes the pitch to Edwards. Swung on, struck her out also for the 2nd out of the inning.
So that's 2 outs now, still a runner on first, and they're at the top of the lineup again, Pat.
Yeah, here comes Turner down for her 3rd appearance. Inside for a ball. Here comes a pitch from Hazel. Fisted to Bott, scoops over and gets her. Good play with Bott going to her left in the hole. Kind of a fisted knuckleball coming out of there.
Well, and she slides in to first, and that's something you don't see a lot of. So here in the top of the fifth for Corner Canyon, they come up with no runs off one hit, and they leave one, and through 4.5, it's Lady Dawn's 6 and Corner Canyon 0. We'll be back with more softball action right after these messages.
Well, we're back. The Dons lead 6-0. Top of or bottom of 5. Bring Bott to the plate. Second baseman. Comes a pitch from Arthur to Bott. Bott's gonna try and bunt right in front of the plate.
And looks like he called a dead ball on that. Probably come out the box and probably hit her right there.
I think it stayed up on that, stayed up on her bat. Is what it's looking like, but it's hard to tell from our vantage point. Here comes the pitch. Bott watches that one high, so 1-1 to Bott. Comes the pitch. Another ball up. So 21 to Bott. 2-1 count. Comes the pitch from Arthur. Bott gets under that one. He may have a chance. It's going, it's going, it's gone.
It's gone.
Touch them all, Bott. Touch them all. A great swing by Bott. Good effort by the center and right fielders to come to the crashing into the fence, but better need a couple step ladders and to get up to that one.
So that makes the score 7-0 here in the bottom of the fifth now.
Brings up Miller, designated player.
Taylor's flied out twice.
Comes the pitch for strike to Miller. These Corner Canyon pitchers, sometimes she's right in there on that first one, and sometimes you're not really sure what you're going to get.
Well, and I think she's struggling a little bit. You're down 7-0. You've had a couple conferences. They haven't made any changes. So I think they've just kind of lost their little bit of intensity that they had at the start.
Miller drives that one into over the second baseman for a single. So nobody out. Miller on first base. Brings up Shy K. Pratt, shortstop.
Shy's 2 for 2 today. She's got a double and a single.
Yeah, she had that good hit early in the, was it I believe the third inning, wasn't it?
It was in the fourth.
Fourth?
Yep.
My bad. Pratt takes that first one for a pitch that was a little low for my taste. So Arthur comes to the pitch. Inside. Pratt goes down 0-2.
Yeah, I think being down 7-0 right here, Pat, he's going to definitely open up his strike zone.
Yeah, I'd agree.
And And see, he asked for help. He was about ready to ring that one up right there. He asked for help, and probably a good call because I don't think she really went. But like I say, being 7-0, you could call that either way almost.
Well, but it's not fair to the kids to all of a sudden change your strike zone.
No, it's not. But unfortunately, that's how the game happens a lot of
Yeah,
times.
yeah, we went from, let's say those first two pitches. So Pratt steps in.
Right there.
Brings her up on that inside corner for a backwards K for 1 down. Bring up number 7, Caitlin Bean.
Bean had a sacrifice, and she got on her fielder's choice her last time up.
Not really sure what's happening here. Looks like you got the outs wrong. It's 1 down, not 2 on the scoreboard. That's all I can think. That must have been it, because it's back down to 1 out.
Yeah, sometimes you get a little carried away, and sometimes you try and do multiple things up there and you lose track a little bit. But it is 1 out with runner on first.
Comes the pitch to Bean. Bean takes that, pops it up. Second baseman calls it, number 21, and makes the play. So 2 outs. Bean with the pop-up. And bring number 10, Whit Perkins.
So Perkins today is 1 for 2. She popped up. She got a hit out the middle her last time up.
Arthur getting ready for the pitch. So Perkins inside for a ball. So Bean on first base. 2 outs. Perkins at the plate. Here comes a pitch. It's up. So 2-0 to Perkins. Here comes the pitch. That's way up.
Way up and out.
So 3-0 to Perkins.
So Perkins will sit on this one right here.
Here comes the pitch. Right down the...
And that one's right down the middle. It's one you like to take downtown right there.
So 3-1 to Perkins. Comes the pitch. That ball is up. She'll walk her. So we have runners at first and second. Brings up number 13, Haley Smith, hitting for, she'll pinch hit for Branch. Haley, a junior, first baseman, catcher, and outfielder. Swung a good bat this year. Dons have a lot of options.
Now I didn't notice, did they put a runner in for Perkins at first base?
They did. They put, Gabby Beckstrom, this number 17, is back in for Whit. So Haley takes that first pitch for a ball. Comes a 1-0 pitch. That's also high. Arthur's starting to really lose her, struggle to find that zone.
Well, you know, Pat, runners on first and second right here. And they don't want to give up anything too good because one swing at the bat right here, Pat, this game could be over.
I agree, and Haley's hit a few home runs this year. I think 2 or 3, and she's got a good swing, so she takes that first one. That 3-0 pitch, Arthur's automatic, isn't she?
Yep. Yeah, 3-0, they're going to put it right there.
So 3-1 pitch to Haley. She's going to walk.
That's up and away.
It's going to bring bases loaded for Sorensen. Right fielder. Looks like they're going to huddle at the mound for a minute.
Well, I don't think they want to give up anything too good right here. They know what's going to happen, you know, with the swing of the bat. So, again, we want to thank our sponsors of today's ball game. That's the Car Guys. Stop in and see Randy or Calvin. They'll give you a great deal on a great vehicle. Give them a call, 794-0077. And again, at the conclusion of this ball game, we will choose an MVP player of the game. Again, we'd like to thank MVP Sports for sponsoring our MVP player of the game.
So bases loaded. 2 down. Sorensen stands in. Arthur getting ready. Here she comes. There's the pitch. Pitch is up for a ball. Here comes the pitch. Up away. Out and away. Ball 2.
You know, you don't want to give everything away right here, but one thing you don't want to do as the opposing pitcher, you definitely don't want to walk in a run right here. You want to make them earn it.
There's a pitch to Sorensen. It's also up. 3-0 to Sorensen.
So easy right here, 3-0. You know Sorensen's going to be holding the bat on this one. And let's see if she tubes this one right here. Again, bases loaded.
Boy, she's automatic, isn't she, Kyle?
Yep, 3-1.
3-1.
So now Peyton needs to drive it somewhere and put it in play right here.
Here comes the pitch. For called strike. Boy, that was way good. That was a good pitch.
Yeah, pretty good pitch. Needed to pull that one somewhere. Makes it 3-2 now. Full count.
Fouled up or off. Catcher comes over and Sorensen's going to get a new life.
Whoa. I think everyone's breathing a little sigh of relief on that one as they couldn't make the out right there. Sorensen, again, like you say, has new life. Still bases loaded with 2 outs. 3-2 count still.
Here comes the pitch. Fouled off. Sorensen fighting off the pitches. Still full count. 2 outs, bases loaded. Comes the pitch. Sorensen lays off that one. Walks. Miller comes in. Brings up Shy Dowie. Base is still loaded.
Shy is 2 for 3 with two singles today. She's scored twice and still has bases loaded.
It's like Coach Hone's going to come to the mound again, or the circle.
He's going to call everybody in. He's going to try and freeze everybody as much as he can right here because he knows swing of the bat like I say, since they just walked one in and swinging the bat right here, he knows it's over. So he's just trying to freeze everybody and prolong as long as he can right here.
Corner Canyon did a great job of getting to the state playoffs. They've only been open two or three years, I believe. So this is their first
2 years.
2 years. So this is their first state appearance. They beat Timpanogos to get in, and he's really did a lot up there right now with the girls he has. And
yeah, they've definitely come a long way just in a short few years. Again, you got to hand it to Don and Natalie. You know, they've definitely put solid teams together every year, and this year being no exception. Again, it's going to come down to pitching and having some great plays and hits to be successful through this tournament. So Daly coming to the plate, again, bases loaded with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
Here comes the pitch for a strike. Whatever Coach Schoen told her, it worked again. Comes the pitch, down the way. It's 1-1 to Daly. Comes the pitch from Arthur. Swung on a high, fouled off.
Yeah, that's definitely not the pitch you wanted to try and get these runs in right here. She's got a 1-2 count on her, so she's got to make sure she puts it into play right here. Again, bases loaded, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. That pitch is up and away.
It's 22 to Daly. Steps in there. Comes the pitch. High
and is that a
fly
grand
ball.
slam
That is
here?
out of here.
Oh, baby.
That is
Oh,
a ball
baby.
game. That was a pitch that was up. She tomahawked that one over the right field fence for a walk-off grand slam. Well, it doesn't get much better than that, Kyle.
No, it doesn't. That's a great way to end things off right there with grand slam right there by Daly. That's going to end today's ball game. And Daly with grand slam right there. I believe that makes it 12-0. So great job there by the Lady Dons here in the bottom of the 5th. We want to thank Spanish Works 17 for bringing you the coverage of today's ball game. Again, we'll take a quick break and we'll come back and wrap this up right after these messages. Well, Pat, as we come back and wrap this up, again, Lady Dons victorious 12-0 in 5 innings over Corner Canyon here in this first round playoff of the state tournament. Again, a great job, great performance by Cambria on the mound, and nice job there. Daly finishes things off with a grand slam here in the 5th. Again, we were just talking during the break. Give Daly the MVP player of the game, and your final thoughts there, Pat, is they roll on in the winners bracket. They'll play Thursday afternoon, have another home game right here.
Yeah, we'll see you Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock here again. Not sure who we play yet, but yeah, Daly, that was a great hit. You know, a good team performance. They got some key hits when they needed to, and they finally got the bats going. Let's hope we can roll into Thursday.
Yeah, it was again a great job by everybody there, and again, we want to thank Spanish Fort for bringing you the coverage of today's Lady Dons softball. Again, For everyone here at Smashworks 17, for Pat Sorensen, I'm Kai Guy, the Sports Guy. Thanks for watching. Till next time, everyone.